Alright boys, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to fight like a pro in Fortnite and improve fast, even if you're stuck losing fights or feel capped in high rank lobbies. This video is packed with real pro tips, all the way from settings to mechanics to fighting IQ to even smart decision making that separates the good players from the pros like Peterbot. Even if you apply 70% of this, you will see an improvement. So trust me, lock in, grab your popcorn and let's get right into it. So this video is categorized into 4 different key components. So first let's start with the most slept on thing in Fortnite, which is the settings. And not any settings, the new settings, simple build and simple edit. So go to your settings tab, scroll to the 4th one, and then afterwards go all the way down to building, and then you find your simple build, and right under that there's simple edit. So why do we have to turn these off? This is because it limits your potential. They remove control from you. With them off though, you manually confirm every tile, which makes you think before editing, means fewer mistakes, better peaks, and more awareness in fights, okay? So let me show you an example with them both turned on, okay? As you can see here, if I click L2, it builds the stuff for me, okay? And then it's really confusing because I don't really know how to use it, okay? So it's not that good, even if you're new to the game, okay? But then let's switch off at least simple build and then keep simple edit. With simple edit, as you can see, let's say I'm boxed up right now, okay? And there's someone in front of me here. I could just edit this tile with one tap and then afterwards I'll shoot him. But then look, this is a bad peak because it's so wide open. So what I want to do instead, maybe get like a peanut butter, so like this. But then it's harder because you have to just click like this and then go here. You know, you're not actually thinking. This could lead to you making mistakes like editing too early or something like that, or bad crosshair placement. So it's better if you turn off these settings so you can easily and manually manage each tile and select it properly. As you can see here, now I'm off, simple edit is off. I can edit and then go off here. See that? Like that. I can like hold, think a bit. I'm holding it and then release, you know? But with simple edits and simple build, you're not able to do this. And even like building like normally here, you're not gonna be able to like build like this. It's gonna be much more simpler and it's overall not good if you're trying to be competitive. The next setting that we'll talk about is auto confirm edits. So a lot of pros actually turn this off. I personally keep it on, but a lot of pros turn it off. While auto confirm edits does help you edit faster, yeah, but it forces your crosshair placement to be exposed while editing. And this can ruin placement and make you get one pumped before you even reach cover. So when it's off, you can edit from behind the cover and pre-aim your target before getting exposed. So let's say for example I'm boxed up here. I play with auto confirm edits on, so I have to hold it and I have to stay right here because I cannot look down here because it messes it up. So I'm gonna have to do this and then go like this and then afterwards hit the guy. But let's say for example, if I go back to the settings and then I turn it off actually. Right here it's in editing, auto confirm edits, make it to none. Then afterwards I can hold this and then come here and then look, I can get my crosshair placement on the person, then confirm edit. You get what I'm saying? So I do like this, like that. But if I have it turned on, then I'm not able to do that, and my crosshair placement will probably be worse a bit. So this is just preference, but a lot of pros actually prefer it to be turned off. So yeah, do what you want with this information. But if you're super aggressive, like a player like me for example, I'm super aggressive and I like having flashy edits and stuff like that, then you can turn auto confirm edits on, because a lot of pros actually still use it. But personally, I am team auto confirm edit and release. Now let's move on to the second key component, which is core mechanics. So for mechanics, there's actually 3 that you need to know while fighting, and it helps you win more fights often. And they are piece control, crosshair placement, and row aim. So piece control, as everyone knows, is basically when you piece someone up. So let's say for example, there's someone outside here, okay, in this cone, okay, and he's trying to break my wall. For example, I could go here to the side, cone here, and then I can piece him up like this, see? And then I can get a free shot on him. That's basically piece control. There's a lot of like scenarios you could do this in. So for example, let's say I'm here, so this guy above me, I can edit like this, and then go like this, and then piece up the area like this, for example. And then I shoot him, you know? So there's a lot of situations where you can practice piece controlling, so you can become really good at the game, and eventually piece up every player you go against while fighting. Second is crosshair placement. So let's say for example, you're trying to edit, let's say you're trying to make a double edit. So some people, they double edit like this. Okay, you got the double edit off, but it's not optimal placement. You want to have your crosshair, look, as you can see the tiles, there's 4 tiles here for the floor. try to select the two that you want to edit, like, but like right next to each other. So you see that? It confirms still the edit. So like right here, and edit. So instead of doing this, you could literally just go like this. You get what I'm saying? This might seem basic, but a lot of you guys actually mess this up, and this is why you guys are not quick at editing and mess up a lot of your edits. Another important thing about crosshair placement that I wanted to add on is that pros never mess up edits. Like when you watch a pro player, for example, they usually don't mess up edits, and this is because they have amazing crosshair placement. So keep that in mind next time you try to practice your edits. Try to make it as optimal as possible, so you can have the best placement and the fastest edits possible. Then finally, for the core mechanics, we have aim. Aim is literally the most important thing. This is the biggest skill gap between players. It doesn't matter how fast you build or edit, if you're getting 200 pumped, it's over, you're done for. This is literally why people accuse players of cheating, like Peterball, for example, because he literally lasers people and it doesn't miss. Aiming, you can literally just practice it by like going into more fights, or you can just like go practice in some 1v1 maps where they have like a bot where you can shoot that has infinite health, and you can help practice your aim. Now let's move on to the third key concept, which is fight principles. So this is going to be in two parts actually. So the first principle that I want to talk about is never stand on your opponent's builds without having protection. So let's say for example, this wood is mine, okay? And then afterwards, this brick is my opponent, okay? Let's say for example, he took my wall and then he placed a cone here. Now I'm stuck, I have to get out from here, but then he has already the cone. I can't edit down, I can't really kind of go up. So it's better always if you have your cone inside here before he even gets a chance to place his. Let's say for example he takes the wall, then you can easily place this and edit out, you know what I'm saying? So cones are really useful because you can easily reset them. So for example, let's say he just took my wall, alright, he just took it, I can just edit this right away, get out, and then like move, you know what I'm saying? If I have a ramp, yeah, a ramp could work. Let's say he just took the wall, a ramp could work, but it's gonna be like harder a bit because you don't have much like options to go. Like for example, the cone, you can do this, you can go like this, double down, you know what I'm saying? So cone is literally more optimal every single time. It's better for attacking and defense. So you can literally, like if someone, let's say, is in front of you, you can place a cone in the box and now they're kind of stuck. You literally just limited like where they can move, you know? So it's really important. Another thing is using ranged weapons. For example, let's say someone is in this box right here and I'm in this box here. Alright? You don't have to go up to the wall and start pickaxing it because he can literally just piece you up completely and then you're cooked. So another strategy, you can block off the areas and then afterwards you can go find like a good peak, for example like this, right here, and you can do this and break the wall and place it, and afterwards you can go for a peanut butter edit, you know, like that. This is the smartest way you can take someone's wall, because most of the time if you go and try to pickaxe the wall, you're gonna get one pump or you're gonna get hit for a lot of damage, and you don't want that when you're fighting. So make sure that you're always shooting the walls from far away with AR or SMG, and then once you get it, then you can start moving closer towards him and then you can like edit on him. Another important issue that you guys need to be aware of is healing. So health advantage is really important because it's not just a 50-50. Let's say for example I'm 200 HP and my opponent is 150. The shotguns in the game, I know they do, like if he has a legendary iron pump shotgun, he can one pump you, but if he doesn't, it's gonna be harder for him to one pump you. But then on the other hand, if he's 150, you can one pump him with even a blue one if I'm not mistaken. So if you have any heals or any extra like shield and you can pop it, make sure to pop it before you get into a fight because you don't want to risk a 50-50 chance of getting one pump. Now let's move on to the fight principle number 2. So the second one is don't fight with your pickaxe out unless it's safe. So now this is a whole part, like this is a whole principle, okay? Because as soon as you get your pickaxe out, as I said, this is the opponent's wall right here. As soon as you get your pickaxe out, most of the pro players are gonna edit right on you, and you can have your pickaxe out. You're not gonna have enough time to react. And if they're really good, they'll place a cone as well inside, and then you can't do anything. So it's the most important thing that you guys never fight with your pickaxe out. You can shotgun the wall, for example, but never ever take your pickaxe out. You could do pickaxe baiting, for example. So let's say, for example, this is someone's wall, okay? And then you're going up to it, okay? So let's say you're going up to it. You can go like this, like, and switch right away, you know, or like that. So like right away when you get your pickaxe out, he's about to edit, but then you take your shotgun out right away. You know what I'm saying? So make sure to do that as well. It really gets a lot of people off guard. Another dangerous playstyle is also to avoid when players place a ramp and try to pickaxe someone's wall. It looks safe, but if you fail, the opponent can edit and cone trap you, leaving you dead before you even shoot. You place a ramp above you, right? And then you take your pickaxe out right here. If the player is actually good, before you even phase, he'll pre-fire you, and then you get damaged. Unless you make it unpredictable, because a lot of people are making it so predictable. Let's say this is opponent's box right here, and I'm outside here, alright? And I'm trying to take his stuff, okay? So I go, I place a ramp, and it looks like I'm about a 50-50. So if he's good at the game and he's inside here, he'll prepare himself real quick that I'm about to break, and he's gonna get ready. He's gonna do this, and then right away he's gonna get ready to get a shot in. But then if you're smart, you can go to the side here, for example, and then afterwards like jump in like that. Or like from this side, you can like break, you can have two walls low, and then afterwards you can just like pick which side you want to go to, you know, like this. And then you just jump in. Because he doesn't know which side you're coming from. This is the best way to 50-50 if you're gonna go for 50-50. Also, be aware of wall HP. Because more likely than not, most people actually forget about wall HP. For example, let's say my HP right now, my wall is 75, okay? So this is one pickaxe shot, so he can pickaxe it, alright? But let's say if it was like, let's say around like, let's say 20, like 20 or 30, okay, let's say 30. If my opponent's, I'm the brick, okay? If my opponent's health, or like his wall health is 30, I can literally just shotgun it. I don't even have to pickaxe or AR, because AR won't break it, but shotgun could. So right away, what I'll do, I'll break the place and then place a cone inside, while having the right hand peek, okay? Because you don't want to get shot, of course. Yeah, make sure to be prepared for that, because sometimes you can, for example, damage the wall from far away, okay? And then afterwards, pickaxe. Or not pickaxe, I mean shotgun. Don't pickaxe. Like that. And then you can hold it, take a side. But let's say, for example, they open up right away. So let's say I'm here, I'm about to go take the wall, and then they actually edit, and then you miss the shot, like you miss the wall. Don't panic. You can literally place a floor, I mean not floor, like a ramp right in front of their face, or you just get ready for a shot, so you can like hit them. So let's say, for example, the opponent is standing in this corner, okay? So you can make it low, and then let's say he edits right away. Keep your crosshair still like through him, so you can see through him, instead of like making it like okay, it's low, I can shotgun it anywhere and it's gonna break. But it's better to shotgun it while you're looking at him, exactly on him, because then let's say, for example, he edits it, then you'll have your crosshair already on him, and then you can shoot him and damage him. So just keep that in mind when you're playing. Finally, the fourth and last key concept is how to practice fighting and fight IQ. So the truth is that fighting isn't about fancy mechanics. You don't have to be like all the pro players, or like some of the pro players that are like very fancy. It's all about just like repetition and principles. Practice triple editing, cone edits, and wall takes until you can hit like 3 to 4 controlled triple edits without thinking or messing up. Once you can do that consistently, and like you can like feel confident while doing it, increase your speed and your placement and awareness, because then you can pull up any mechanic out and you'll be confident 100% sure that you're gonna not mess it up. So I'll give you some examples to train fight IQ. First is 1v1 realistics. This is amazing because it's a realistic 1v1 situation where you can easily practice and have a lot of repetitions in without having to wait for matchmaking that long, as like Battle Royale, for example, or Reload in contrast. Then we have box fighting. Box fighting is one of the best ways to improve your piece control and mess up less, because it forces you to play in a tight situation, and you're forced to piece control and try to take control over your opponent's boxes and take their walls. Then we have aim duels. Aim duels are better, of course, for the people who are trying to improve their aim. And just remember that aiming is literally the key concept of the game. If you can't kill someone, then what's the point? Like, all these builds are like not gonna help you if you can't kill someone, you know? So make sure you practice your aiming, because it's really crucial. Then finally, pre-building. As you can see right now, I'm just pre-building, because it's really important to pre-build, because you don't want to think while you're fighting. So you want to be able to just pull up like any of the techniques or anything that you learned without thinking about it. Like, look, as you can see, I'm not even thinking, and we're just playing right now. So this is very important. Try to practice this every single day as much as you can, because it really like will increase your improvement and your skill gap between you and other players, because not a lot of players actually want to practice. So make sure to pre-build every single day. And just keep in mind that you don't need flashy edits, you need smart edits. Edits where you can kill your opponent without taking damage. You don't need to be flashy like the pros and like other stuff like that, because they already have practiced the smart edits, so they already can smart edit and not take any damage if they wanted to. But most of them, they'd like to go for flashy edits and stuff like that because they've already got used to the smart edits, and they more often than not, they can easily do the smart edits really quick. So it looks both flashy and smart, but at the beginning when you're first starting, you need to just focus on the smart ones so you can take less damage in fights. So now let's summarize everything we said. First is turn simple build and simple edit off. Consider auto confirm edit on release off for better control, but if you prefer editing faster a bit, then keep auto confirm edits on. And the chain the big three, which is piece control, crosshair, and aim. Make sure to always fight with your shotgun out. Never hold your pickaxe out when you're gonna break someone's wall. Instead use your AR or like long ranged weapons. And then once you get the wall, then you can easily go over front and attack. And then at the end, finally, make sure to add a lot of pressure. This is like extra bonus. Just add pressure while you're being protective, okay? Because most players, they either play too aggressive or too protective, and they're both really not good. You need to honestly choose to be both. You don't have the option to like play one over the other, because if you become too aggressive, then you could mess up and lose. But if you're becoming too defensive, then you're not gonna be able to get damage in, and most opponents will put too much pressure on you, and eventually you'll die. So just keep that in mind. So if this video helped you, make sure to subscribe and leave a like, of course. Let's try to get to 400 subs by the end of this month. And thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy Reforms, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.